Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Ask you this, Madam Vice President. You call Donald Trump.
The significance of that.
You call Donald Trump. He's misguided. You say now
he's unstable. He is unstable, Brett.
He's not well. You say he's mentally not stable.
He's not stable.
Let me ask you this. You told many interviewers that Joe Biden was on his game, that ran around circles on his staff. When did you first notice that President Biden's mental faculties appeared diminished?
Joe Biden, I have watched from the Oval Office to the Situation Room. And he has the judgment and the experience to do exactly what he has done in making very important decisions on behalf of the American people.
There were no concerns raised?
Brett, Joe Biden is not on the ballot.
I understand.
And Donald Trump
but
is.
You talked about it.
And Donald Trump
After George Clooney said within a few minutes of talking to President Biden at a fundraiser that he thought this was not the same Joe Biden that we saw on the debate stage.
Donald Trump is on the ballot.
I understand. You met with him at least once a week for 3.5 years. You didn't have any concerns?
I think the American people have a concern about Donald Trump.
She was fantastic, but it's exactly what you thought. Like, everybody called him out, too, for playing this clip. It's a clip of Trump responding and not the actual comments that he said about the enemy with it. Pardon me? Which one? I'd rather just do our skit.
Yeah, the skit is fun.
Because I just do the Bruce Almighty side.
I love Lamb.
This is why I don't go on Fox News. I can't. But that's why I also should not be president, because I can't.
He got defensive about all of that after the interview.
Oh, he definitely
did. He got really defensive.
Yeah,
well, she showed up 20 minutes late, and they only gave us 20 minutes instead of a half an hour that they wanted us to.
I'm sorry, but it was a live edit, so there was no editing needed.
Right.
It was a live cut. So
we were rushing to get it on the air because she was so late.
Oh, police.
That's what he said.
She's vice president.
Oh, police.
She's vice president,
she
bitch.
Has work
She's
to
got
do.
to do. Bret Baier, he went on with Sean Hannity to whine. Kamala Harris is looking for an anti-Trump pushback on Fox viral moment and conceded that she may have gotten it from him. Yes, because you were a bag of D's to her, interrupted her constantly.
But she was so late.
He was doing basically just all Trump talking points.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, who was it? Oh, Brian Stelter at CNN said that. He said, I think Trump refused to debate Kamala Harris again, so Harris did the next best thing. She booked a debate on Fox News, and that's what this was tonight. Yeah. She essentially walked into a Trump campaign field office because anchor Bret Baier, he is incredibly sympathetic to Trump because that's what his fans want. That's what his viewers want. His viewers want him to represent the Trump point of view. So it's almost as if you had a Trump surrogate interviewing Kamala Harris. Thank you. I think at the end of the day, this was all about one word, the word tough. It showed that Harris was tough. She went into the so-called Fox den, and that's how Harris's campaign is promoting it. Well, we already knew she's tough. She was a prosecutor. She was Attorney General of California. We saw her with Bill Barr and with, what's his name?
And she did shut him down.
Who's Rapey McPerjury?
Kavanaugh?
Right. Thank you. I only think of him by the name I gave him.
Uh-huh.
Well, and she
Drinky McBarfs a lot. That guy.
That's it.
There you
go. Yeah.
He likes beer.
Yeah.
He does like beer.
Don't you like beer?
No, I actually do not.
I do.
Beer's
beer's fine. I still have those same 2 bottles
of
beer.
Okay, they're bad now.
You know what?
Toss them at this point.
As a drinker, Jody and I are deeply in you.
No, seriously, just use it for cooking at this point.
I've given him a bottle of wine. He's like, oh, I still have that. I'm like, I gave it to you like 3 years ago.
I did drink that wine that we had, though.
That was yummy.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but it tells you everything you need to know. That ridiculous fake town hall he did with, what's her name? Harris Faulkner. It was all Trump. It was all maggots.
Yeah, they said they were undecided voters.
Did you see the montage of all the questions? Were just like, well, we're all like MAGA talking points. Yeah. That wasn't a town hall.
Although when he went into the Univision town hall, that was a little bit more adversarial.
A couple of those people, you're like, they should be
exactly.
journalists. That's what we've been looking for from the mainstream media.
He needs to do more of that.
He won't.
All right, just to calm everybody's rumbly-tumbly this morning.
Is it a poll?
I talked to my sister yesterday in North Carolina, and everybody's just like, I thought everything was good, and then I heard a poll on wherever.
Less than 2 weeks. No, less than 3 weeks.
Everybody is
2.5
Walter the
weeks
dog
out,
that I talk to
approximately.
now. I have to talk everybody, not just on this show, just person by person, all my friends and family.
Well, I have to do that to you.
Okay. Amy Siskin says, now that we're done with the Republican pollsters, Walter, many of them first-timers, flooding the zone to scare us, we can see that Harris has the momentum in the closing week. Let's go. Our friend David Schuster, journalist, our old current TV friend.
That's right.
Yes. As is Governor Newsom, our old current TV. Hey, Gov, if you're around November 2nd, maybe just breeze by Sexy Liberal. You happen to be in the area.
He's not going to.
Yeah, why would he be in Los Angeles?
We gotta, you never know from them.
Which is that's a pretty firm no.
It's a polite no, is what it is.
It was a very nice no.
It was very polite.
Put a pin in it.
Perhaps we can book him on the show.
Okay. We have a lot of bait. I'm telling you, I think Governor Pritzker just wanted to meet Mark Hamill. I'm using Mark Hamill as bait.
Do believe you're right.
I don't know who's the bait. And then I got Martin Sheen, and I think Martin Sheen got, Adam Schiff, because who doesn't want to be on with the president? And then Glenn Kirshner. It's just, I would get that pay-per-view now. Can you run out of pay-per-view? I feel like we can. Like Halloween Candy, I think we could run out of pay-per-views if you don't go right now.
It's not like
to sexyliberal.com.
It's not like
it is. You're going to miss the Kit Kats, and you're going to end up with an apple
with
if you don't go now.
You're going to end up with butterscotch candy.
Yes.
Candy from my purse.
Go to sexyliberal.com.
From the Brock's Pick-a-Mix.
Anyway, David just breaking down the latest national polls. TIPP, we talked about this one yesterday. Harris 49-46, that's up 3. Ipsos, Harris up 3, 51-48. YouGov, Harris 51-48, plus 3. Pennsylvania, TIPP, Harris 49. Trump 45, she's up 4 there. Siena also up 4. The national YouGov poll shows black voters supporting Harris 87% to 12%, the exact same as Biden in 2020. Speaking of the latest stories that make us poop ourselves, black people are going to die. Yeah, right, Walter. Yes, Caitlin Collins also calling out Bret Baier. And just this is what I'm talking about, how they set you up.
Yep.
Right? It's like a bear trap every time they invite a liberal on Fox News, right? They cover it with leaves like you won't see. But it's just the way they selectively play this clip. And they don't play the actual clip of him saying what they only played his response, which of course he's going to lie. So I guess his response is, I didn't do that. Right?
I think it's good, though, because as president,
of course you do.
You do have to go into adversarial spaces at times.
I feel like I'm more with Rude Pundit after last night.
Well, no.
She did well. And
and
she backed down.
She did very, very well in an adversarial
She did
room.
great. Fox News just annoys me.
I know it
They've
does.
annoyed me
And
for
Bret Baier
years.
did back down.
He did.
He did because she's
so
that
I
good.
think it's a win.
Let me explain what all my booking calls used to be like. Hi, Stephanie, it's Miranda Ferreira, booker for the Fox News show Reveal Barm. Would you like to come on? The topic is why liberals like to kick puppies in the head. What are you available? We'll send a car.
Oh,
okay.
A free car ride.
Okay.
I would just go with that.
Yeah.
Can I take the car anywhere?
What's our favorite one ever? The Bill O'Reilly, who had to be a newbie.
Yeah, that was
a new Fox.
A new booker.
Bill O'Reilly booker called me and I said, I would love to be on with Bill tonight. What time do you need me? He's like, oh great, well I'll call you back. And what happened, Chris? I'm
No
still
call?
seasons have changed.
Still waiting
Seasons
for that
have
phone call
changed.
back.
Years have passed. Oh, he doesn't even have a show anymore. Huh.
No.
Doesn't he have a podcast?
He has a podcast.
Anything to be a fly on the wall. Guess, Mr. O'Reilly, I
Poor
booked
guy.
Stephanie Miller for tonight.
That poor kid was fired on the spot.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fired.
I apologize to whatever Bill O'Reilly booker got fired that day. I guess I could have given a heads up. I could have said, like, you don't want to do this. Just hang up the phone. Don't tell Bill you ever did this.
You know what I think happened? Those were the days that they only hired really ugly liberals to come on. And so they saw a photo of you.
That is terrible.
No, it's true.
Listen, ask the right wing. A lot of them think I'm a very ugly liberal.
Well, no,
Every time we do a sexy liberal,
they saw a photo of you and they're like, oh no, she won't do. She gives liberals a good name. I'm telling you, you're pretty.
Thank.
I'm
so
sweet.
unaccustomed to saying anything nice. I don't. Oh, thank
That
you.
was very sweet.
Who's the pretty girl in the Fox window there?
Me.
They rejected you because you're too pretty.
No, stop it. That's not true. It's
If she'd been blonde, it would have been a faster
You know why?
rejection.
It's because at that time I had a photographic memory for the Bill O'Reilly sex tape conversation about the loofahs.
Oh, that's
And I used to recite it daily.
Yeah, that's right.
And then there's that.
Yes, I was inappropriate. Okay, Caitlin Collins
Shocker.
also called out, what do you call it, the Bret Baier interview and the, what do you call it? She called out the combative and interruption-filled interview and the decision to omit what Trump actually originally said about the enemies within. Yeah, oh my God, even reading the transcript made me irritated again. If he's as bad as you say, how come half the country's not supporting the person who could be the next president? And I loved her response. She said, this is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
Exactly.
And then he kept trying to bait her into, a deplorables line, like saying something, oh, are they stupid? Are they all stupid? What do you think? Mm-hmm. He said, if they're so misguided, 50%. And he said, are they stupid? And she said, oh, God, I would never say that about the American people. Nice try, Brett.
Yep.
I'm telling you, he was trying to get a basket of deplorables moment for them to use in the Trump campaign. Blah, blah, blah. So and she said, if you watch any of Trump's rallies, he's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about the enemy within. So he's ready for that. He goes, oh, well, we asked him about that. Here's his answer. Trump's the usual, I know you are, but what am I?
Absolutely.
Right? They're saying I'm threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. Really? Because it's on tape. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we played Kamala's response at the top of the show here. And she said he has repeated it many times. You and I both know that. And then Caitlin Collins just said Fox only chose to air Trump's defense of the threats, not the actual threats that she was talking about.
Exactly.
Just saying. Fox segments designed to make the liberal look crazy, and you could tell he was also trying to bait her into the angry black lady, And
She did get a little hot under the collar, but not as hot as I would have.
Oh God, I would have. There would have been basket punching.
There would have been rings off, earrings off.
I would have slowly started taking my shoes and my earrings off. Brett. Yeah. Meanwhile, just compare and contrast. This was the Trump town hall. Trump, you can get the prices down. Fox host, how? How would you do that? The inflation rate is already coming down. Trump, you make donuts. You have the stoves. You have the this. Everything's evolved. What? What the actual? What? Oh my God. What? Is he trying to do a redo on J.D. Vance's disastrous donut moment? I
Maybe.
don't. What?
Yep.
We have donut. You make donut. What? Oh my God, Grampy. Matlock's not real. I don't know.
Grandpa, Matlock's not real.
Neither are my teeth, but I can still eat corn on the cob if someone cuts it off and smushes it into a fine paste. Now that's good eating.
Okay. All right, we have a Thursday show. Carl Frisch, Dr. Redletter, and of course Dana Goldberg. Ouch. 20 minutes after the hour.
Are you winded?
Woof.
At least she's pretty.
Yeah. Right?
I feel like you're trying to distract me somehow.
I can't believe you rejected that compliment.
I think this is a trick. I know, but then it just means something bad's coming.
There's no denying it. The vibes are really good right now. But vibes alone won't save our democracy. We need votes. At the Grassroots Democrats HQ, we know what it takes to win elections. Knocking doors, making calls, sending texts, and writing postcards. If we're going to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and give them the Democratic Congress to pass their agenda, then we need to roll up our sleeves and talk to a record number of voters between now and November 5th. But let's be clear, we can't do it without you. So, are you ready to work? This is a fight for freedom and our future, and everything is at stake. Don't wake up on November 6th wishing you had done more. Join us. Go to grassrootsdems.org today to sign up to volunteer, and let's go win this thing.